Environmental compliance auditing is a element of an environmental compliance program, especially at a large facility that's very critical. One of the unique things about environmental compliance auditing is it's typically a voluntary process. It's something that companies have elected to do because they want to improve the performance of the environmental programs. They want to reduce the number of failures of their programs, which could lead to deviations from compliance and therefore violations and even penalties or other sanctions. So typically they will bring in a environmental consultant like a Sage Environmental, hopefully, and engage us to put together a team of subject matter experts that will fit the type of industry, the type of facility, the types of and various regulatory requirements that apply to that facility to come in and take a close look at how they are executing their legal obligations. Typically, we will bring in a group, and depending on the size of the facility and the nature of their compliance requirements, anywhere from 2 to 5 people. We will spend quite a bit of time in advance of visiting the facility, looking at their documentation of compliance, their drawings, their records, their procedures. We do employ a environmental protocol, so to speak, that generates checklists of regulatory requirements and things that are actionable that we can actually audit. We'll spend anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks at the facility on site. We'll interview people. We'll look at lots more records, documents, reports to the agencies. We'll observe employees out in the field actually engaged in environmental compliance tasks, for example. That's especially important in areas like LDAR, leak detection and repair programs. At the end of the on-site portion of the audit, we'll usually have a closeout meeting with management personnel. At that point, we'll be prepared to give them a summary of findings. These will be deviations, shortcomings in their environmental compliance program that our team has uncovered. We'll make sure that those findings are supported by facts, documents, observations, results of interviews, statements that their employees have made, and we will make sure that we tie each one of those findings back to a particular regulatory citation. In a week or so, we'll follow that up with a formal report of those findings and submit that to the client for their use. If the client desires, Sage is also in a position to, and we have the expertise within the company, to make really good practical recommendations on how they can remedy any findings that we have disclosed.